Hello, beautiful. How are you going? You might have seen on socials, or if you're on our email newsletter list, that I've recently finished writing the manuscript of my first functional medicine book, Mama Shine, the 4-step method to ending your body burnout for good. And this is specifically for women in their late 30s and 40s who are juggling all the things. Working title, by the way, it may change. So anyway, I've been working in the background, putting the steps in place to getting the book published, which I'm super excited for it to be in print in 2023. In the book, I follow 3 women who all are experiencing body burnout symptoms, and I take them, or the reader really, through the steps of what they did to get to the root cause of their health issues and end their body burnout for good. And these 3 women are all composites of myself and all the many other high achieving, ambitious women that we have worked with in the past in our clinic who have been juggling all the things. But of course, for privacy, not naming any names, and I've kind of just like mushed lots of different case studies within these 3 women. The women in my book are called Rose, Hazel, and Isla, and I can't wait for you to meet them. So excited to share the book with you. Anyway, I wanted to share you a snippet of Rose. This part of the book, which I'll talk to you about, actually didn't make the final draft of the book. It was a hard slog doing many edits and killing off and cutting out parts. It really felt like I was killing off babies, and I just wanted to put so much in there, but also didn't want to bore you to death. So it is a nice compact book. But alas, some parts that I killed off from the main manuscript, I have saved to use as blogs. So this is what I'm going to share with you today, part of the book that didn't make the final cut, but I still think it has some valuable content that will really help you to understand where the root causes lie. And specifically in this video, I want to talk about brain fog, Candida, and sugar cravings. Okay, so I'll give you a bit of a background on Rose first. So one of the characters in the book. So she's a combination of many women that we have worked with. She was well and proper, burnt out and exhausted. You could see it in her skin. Her skin was dull, her eyes clouded, her words were slow and disjointed. Even the way she walked and sat was tired. So Rose was struggling with fatigue big time. She was a 38-year-old mum of 3. In the book, the ages were 4, 6, and 8. So kind of out of that baby, newborn, not sleeping phase, yet she was still exhausted. And while also looking after her children and household and husband, she was also running a remedial therapy business. So in addition to fatigue, she also struggled with brain fog, low mood, sleep issues, thrush, and muscle weakness, and the maddest sugar cravings. Okay, I'll come back to Rose soon, but I want to talk about how we get to the root of what's going on when someone presents with a combination of body burnout symptoms. So in our practice, we always say you can't have a physiological symptom without there being a physiological imbalance. And this is why we test, don't guess. So we always, in our initial answers phase, when a client starts working with us, it's all about the lab testing and getting clear on what body systems and what part of your physiology has broken down and burnt out and now exacerbating or causing your symptoms. So Rose, her lab testing revealed that she had mitochondrial retraction, low dopamine, so that's a brain chemical. She also had a lot of dysbiosis in the gut, including Candida overgrowth and a parasite. And she also had methylation issues. So that's a common gene mutation that can affect how well you're actually able to detox and also affects brain health. All of this, just like, when we have a client and we get their lab test results back, we can clearly then pinpoint when the different imbalances are connected to different symptoms. So Rose, for example, had Candida, which then led to her sugar cravings and also her thrush. She also had fatigue, which made sense because she had mitochondrial and dopamine issues, which are all about energy production. And she also had methylation issues, which can really screw up your sleep and also cause brain fog. So lab test back, but our detective work doesn't stop there. Knowing what body systems have burnt out is super important to restore the body back to good health, but it's still not the root cause. So the next question I always ask when we get a set of lab tests back with a client is why? Why did the body systems burn out in the first place? What's the root cause here? If you ever want to end body burnout and not just get short-term relief, which is so common to see in the way that health practice is practiced, including natural therapies, then the root cause must be addressed. It's all good and well to take a bucket load of supplements targeted to the body systems that have shown up on lab testing, but it will only ever be a band-aid approach if nothing else is addressed. Sure, it's a natural band-aid, but it's still a band-aid nevertheless. So we are all about ending body burnout and not just providing short-term symptomatic relief. We want our people to have long-term health for life and also really become in tune with themselves, become their own self-healer, so that when they leave our practice, they have all the tools and resources to know when they're going out of alignment with themselves. If they get little signals coming from their body, they know exactly what it means and they know how to recorrect. Okay, so getting to the root cause, many people are on board with there being a root cause to health issues. Sometimes people stop at it being leaky gut or adrenal fatigue or Candida, but that's not the root cause. That's kind of like just scratching the surface. Deeper than that is things like poor diet or lack of sleep or movement or exercise, being exposed to too many EMFs or heavy metals, having kids, having stress at work, having bad genes, having relationship issues, even trauma from the past. Going a little bit deeper in terms of root causes, scratching the surface a bit deeper, but I still believe that they are not the deepest root cause. While all these root causes that I just mentioned, I would call them surface level root causes. They definitely have a huge impact on the body systems, but they are still only scratching the surface when it comes to the deepest root cause. So you might be asking, well, what is the deepest root cause, Philly? I believe that the deepest root cause always comes back to the choices you have made in your life, right back to the stories you created about yourself as a kid, which has set your body up for expressing disease. Even if you have been born with a genetic mutation or you have a condition that's hereditary, it will only ever express if given the right environment. And what is the right environment? Well, it's what's going on internally. It's how you're taking information from the outside world. It's what your nervous system is doing. It's what's happening in your subconscious state. These are the deepest root causes that then lead to the body systems to burn out. So to get there though, and if you are still listening and you're kind of like, maybe you are working or have worked with us, or maybe you haven't ever worked with us, but you have some health issues and you're just like, well, what is mine? What is my deepest root cause? A great question to ask is why? So why am I in a state of body burnout? Why are my adrenals burnt out? Why is my dopamine burnt out? Why have I developed Candida overgrowth? Why is my immune system suppressed? Why am I having an autoimmune condition that my body's attacking itself? That's a self-limiting belief, by the way. Your body never attacks you. Your body is always there to love and serve you. So asking that question, why, and with every response, asking yourself again, why, can help you get to the deeper root cause as to why your body is screaming at you in the first place. And I do find that, this is hard work. This is deep self-awareness. This is being vulnerable and open and taking 100% responsibility and choice that you kind of created this situation and where your body's at to some degree. So I do find a lot of people do need a coach, such as we coach people in our practice to really get to the deepest root cause and create a place of safety to be able to do so. And the other reason why working with a coach too is because a lot of people just stop again at that surface level root cause. Oh, it's my diet, or oh, it's just stress, or yeah, it's the chemicals. Yeah, I work as a hairdresser, whatever it is. But there's always a deeper root cause. So let's look at Rose's Candida overgrowth, for example. So I kind of like gave you a little insight in terms of Rose, what she's dealing with. One big body system imbalance that she has is a Candida overgrowth, which is a yeast infection. So I'm actually going to read what I had written in the book, and it's a dialogue between myself as the practitioner or coach and with Rose. So bear with me. Hopefully it's not too confusing. You can follow this dialogue. So Rose would be the first question. Why do you have Candida overgrowth? Well, it's because I eat sugar all the time. Well, why do you eat sugar all the time? Well, that's because I crave it. Why do you crave it? Because it tastes yummy. Doesn't sugar taste yummy? Doesn't everyone love sugar? Why do you need something yummy? Because I enjoy yummy things? Why are you using sugar to find joy? Well, it's because I have very little joy in my life. Why do you have little joy in your life? My life is just so exhausting. Mummying or working, I have no time for myself. Well, why do you have no time for yourself? It's because I'm busy. Why are you busy? Because I'm always looking after other people. Why are you looking after other people? Well, it's because it's my duty. I'm a mum. Why is it your duty? Well, my kids would starve if I didn't. Why is that an issue? Because I'm their mum. They depend on me. Why? Because I love them? Why is loving them an issue? I don't think it is. Isn't it? Kind of looks like it's connected to the Candida and the sugar cravings, sugar consumption. So if loving your children was an issue, why would it be an issue? And this is where a lot of people get stuck, because they're like, I don't know. But if we continue digging deeper, a question or an answer to that would be, well, for a lot of women, I guess loving them too much means I don't look after myself properly. Why don't you look after yourself properly? Because I love my kids more than myself? Why? Because I don't feel lovable. So if you followed along with that conversation and that digging deeper, at the top layer of Rose's health issues is the Candida overgrowth, and that was clearly detected using lab testing. Could easily see that on the lab test. Awesome answers right there, but the answers don't stop there. We quickly see that root causes go further than that. They're also behavioural, so there were the food choices that Rose was consuming. It was also lifestyle, so there was an imbalance of work, life and family. It was also relationship, mothering too much. But at the deepest level, it came back to how Rose feels about herself. These dysfunctional beliefs, and for Rose it was unlovable, and we have many clients when we kind of like dig deep into those layers. It's a common theme that shows up for a lot of people. Not everyone. Everyone has their own unique dysfunctional beliefs about themselves, but it's common. And so these dysfunctional beliefs affect everything, because the whole machine of your human being, the way you think and feel and act and behave, and the habits you create and the lifestyle you create, and the way that your nervous system and your brain responds to external information is all dictated by the beliefs that you have about yourself. I could do the same thing with other root causes of Candida. Like some other root or surface level root causes would be using antibiotics a lot, or mold exposure, or stress, or alcohol consumption. When we branch out and dig deep into other root causes, the same deepest root cause always shows up, and it's always that dysfunctional and very often hidden belief stuck in your subconscious state. It always shows up regardless of what the top level root cause was, or even what imbalance you had in your body. So if you're someone who has been stuck going round and round in circles with your health issues, and no medication or natural supplements or diets or lifestyle change has led to the long-term results that you crave, this could be the missing piece to the puzzle. You simply haven't got to the deepest root cause. So if you are someone who wholeheartedly wants to get to the root cause once and for all and find freedom in your health and in your life, then you are the type of person that we love working with. If you'd like to discover if you're a good fit for our Ending Body Burnout method, then I'd love to invite you to book in for a free discovery call to chat more about the potential that you have inside you to heal. So I'll pop the link below underneath the video, and much love to you all. And I truly believe that you have everything inside of you to heal. What the body created, the body can heal. You got this.